Good morning, folks. It's Monday, November 3rd. Had to see it back there. I have a little calendar. You can't see it because it's blurry, but it is November 3rd, Monday. I am trying to jump back into YouTube, and guess what? I did change the name of my channel. I'll just start there. It is called Tracy with an IE, Wild and Free. And should I say that more like wild and free? I don't know I should say it, but it sounds so much more exciting. I'm still spelling wild, W-Y-L-D-E. That's thanks to April, someone who watches my channel. The best advice ever, the most heartwarming, beautiful comment. When I asked for input, I got input. Most of it was just be you. So I'm going to keep being me. And I want to bring you a little bit along with what I'm going to try this week. I haven't been feeling good mentally. That's the truth of the matter. And I can put on a happy face. I know how to do that. And I can pretend, yeah, I can do that. But I also feel like there's some things I can do to help myself. And when I eat certain ways, I know it's not helping myself. It's basically, if you eat sugar, which is, some people say it's poison, it's evil. I don't want to go that far. But when I eat sugary, crappy things, I feel more crappy. And I know there's like science to this. So this week I'm going to do an experiment starting now. I haven't had breakfast, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to try for breakfast and do something different for lunch, and maybe even do a little physical activity in here somewhere. My walking is hit or miss. I love walking with Motorcycle Man, but we don't do it all the time. So I'm going to share it with you. Are you ready for this? Let's start with breakfast. I don't know about you, but this is time for winter fruits, even though it's not exactly winter. And look at this. Look at this. Austin left his Dodger hat here. I'm so tempted to want to keep it. So I am going to start with a nice little avocado. Why does it look blurry? Probably because I don't have my glasses on. And an orange. An avocado and an orange. This is called Whole Foods, and I need to put my glasses on. I'm going to do something with a slice of Ezekiel 4-9 bread and pasture-raised eggs, 1. And then I'm going to eat an orange for my vitamin C and have a little bit of healthy fat. And I'm also charging my mic in case this goes out. And I'm not going to show you everything because I want to have a talk with you about AI. It's really upsetting me lately. I know the angle is very not good, but that's okay. Here is the beautiful, oh gosh, got it. Got the little piece of, shell out. I hate that feeling, but look how golden and gorgeous this is. So gorgeous. I like to eat my eggs runny. If you like a runny egg, you like a runny egg. I like a runny poached egg too. I like runny eggs, especially when the yolks are nice and golden. Didn't Rocky Balboa drink raw egg yolks? I think he did. I think he did it for power, for strength, for who knows what. But look at Rocky Balboa. This is my breakfast. I added tomatoes. Didn't talk about that before. And let's see how this goes. Oh, look at that. Look away if this disturbs you, but oh my gosh, that is so golden. And then I cut up some oranges for some vitamin C. And now let's talk while I eat my breakfast. I'm not going to eat in front of you. But I said I was going to talk about AI, and I'm going to talk about AI. So this weekend, I looked on my homepage. It gives suggestions of channels that I might like. The algorithm that tries to get into my mind, and it's like, I think you might like this. And so there's been a lot of Dodger interviews going on, which I have watched a few, and other things, but this came up, and it was Keanu Reeves. You know his new channel called Life Reloaded? Life Reloaded with Keanu Reeves. I was like, what the heck? What is this about? And in all of the images, there's like a cross in the background, and he's wearing a cross. I was like, what the heck is this? So I click on one of the videos and he starts talking, which immediately sounds a little fishy. Is this really Keanu Reeves? Is it really? I immediately, within seconds, get this weird gut feeling. I always say to RJ, trust your gut, it never lies. And I had this weird gut feeling, right? So I was like, this can't be real. So I start scrolling the comments, right? So I'm like, what are people saying? Like, are they calling him out on this? Are they saying like, fake, this isn't real, beware, this isn't the real thing, this isn't the real Keanu, this is fake, fake, fake. No, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like, way to go, Keanu. I love that you're so bold to talk about Christ. Oh my gosh, Keanu, this is amazing, thank you. And there were hundreds falling for it. In all of those comments, I found one comment that said fake in all caps. And under that comment, I said, how come you're the only one to see this, you and me? I couldn't believe it. It's not real. And I'm going to put it somewhere over here, that channel, and you go look at it and you see what it means. I almost reported it, but I don't know how that works. Like, I wanted to be like, report, but there was no option for AI. It was just like false information. I almost picked that one, but then I didn't report it at all. But I know it's fake. I know 100% it's fake. You go see and tell me what you think, but I know it's fake. And on that note, let's talk about how scary AI is, okay? So I have even fallen for it, okay? I'm 55, and it was about 2 years ago, and I was on Instagram. No longer on Instagram. Do not like it. Do not like Instagram. Do not like Facebook. I think people just put too much weird stuff on there. And 2 years ago, it got me. Selena Gomez pops up and she's got her own pots and pans line. And I have had the same pots and pans since I married Rich, aka Motorcycle Man. And I was like, I really could use some more pots and pans. And her spiel was so like, I could win these. I could win these for free, and I only have to pay for shipping. That was what her spiel was. And guess who fell for it? And I was like, oh, Selena, you're so cute, and you're selling pots and pans, and I really need them. And she wasn't even selling them. She was giving them away just for shipping only. So I went on there, right? And I'm putting in my information. And for some reason, my credit card doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it doesn't work like 3 times. And I was like, wait a minute. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. Something's wrong. Oh my gosh, something's wrong. All of a sudden, I got that gut feeling that never leads me astray. And my gut was telling me, it was like, something's wrong. So I went on the internet. I was like, is there a scam about Selena Gomez, blah, 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 blah. And sure enough, it pops up. Yes, there's a scam going on. Beware. And so it never accepted my credit card for some reason. I think that was, who knows? It was like, I don't want to go as far as to say God was being like, no, I'm not going to let this happen, but it didn't happen. Something saved me from it. But I did contact my bank and I let them know, and nothing went wrong. I was able to catch it, but it was fake. It was a total scam. And so many people are falling for this stuff. All these things are happening and they're not even that good yet, right? Have you seen all the ones where all these particular animals might be trapped, and then like I don't know, it's just so unreal what's happening, and some other animal untangles it, and it's all AI, and people are thinking like, oh, that's so sweet, oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything so amazing and sweet? It's not real. It's not real. If it looks too good to be real, it probably is too good to be real. So it's just going to keep getting more and more deceiving to where we're not even going to be able to tell if it's real or not. And kind of along those same lines, have any of you been getting those texts that are so random from different numbers that aren't in your contacts that say like, the one I got this weekend was like, hey, do you want to get together and have takeout tonight? Okay. It happens to me and Rich like a couple times a week. And the first time it happened to him and he sort of fell for it was he was actually picking me up from the airport, and someone texted and said, "Thanks for taking care of my dog. I'll swing by and pick him up when I get home," or something like, or when I get off the airplane or something like that. And he was like, well, this is involving someone's dog. I have to let them know I don't have their dog, right? So he did text and say, "I think you have the wrong number. I don't have your dog, blah, blah." Well, it didn't stop there. They kept going on and on. "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. I just got back from my trip to Paris, France, and my friend's taking care of my dog, and I'm just so sorry to bother you. Hey, where are you from anyway? Where are you at?" Well, he did answer that. He's like, "Oh, I'm from LA area." And the person says, "Oh, really?" Like, I'm giving their text some inflection, but is that the right word? Inflection? I don't know. I never know the right words, but it's in my mind. Whatever. Like some emotion. I'm giving their text emotion, and it's just text. But I like to make it more intriguing. But they're like, what they say. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm in Seattle and I get into LA every now and then. Let's meet up for coffee. Would you be up for that?" Before he could even answer, he was getting pictures of a beautiful woman in designer clothes, have you? And they were in front of the Eiffel Tower, or they were in this part of France and this part of France. And then that's when he knew, oh my word. He probably doesn't use that terminology, but he was like, this is wrong. They're fishing me. They're fishing me. And that's what happens. Sometimes you fall into it innocently, and then all of a sudden you have a relationship with someone you don't even know. And then it turns into they need money for something, right? And then you say, "Oh yeah, I'll send you money." And you send them money. And then, oh yeah, it doesn't stop there. You're wanting to meet this person because this person makes you feel so good, right? And they're so beautiful. And someone so beautiful is interested in me. And they fall for it. And they keep wanting to meet this person. And this person has all the excuses not to meet them. But they're getting their money. And they're getting what they need out of you. But you're a sucker. That's what I say. You're a sucker. And you've fallen for it. And you've fallen for they reeled you in. They hooked you in. And they won. Don't fall for it. I'm finishing up my dishes here. I heated up, no, I didn't heat up coffee. I made another cup, but decaf, okay, not regular. I had one regular coffee, and this is the decaf coffee, just to basically hold something warm in my hands. Isn't this cup cute? So cute. Danielle gave me this cup. She had it at her house. I was like, that cup is so cute, Danielle. And next thing I know, she visited me and gave me her cup. And I love cats. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love cats. But I don't want to make this a long, drawn out video. But I am going to eat really good today. And I am going to go on a walk. And if you want to see the rest of my day, I might make a video tomorrow if I have a chance. My life is sort of taking its own route these days. Like, I'm not in total control of what happens in my days. But if I can, I definitely will record. I'm going to record my lunch, maybe a little walk. I'll record dinner. I'm going to start drinking water after this, like my big thing of water. And I will record that, but it won't go in today's episode. It'll go in the next episode, whenever that will be. And then you can see, oh yeah, this is what Tracy's trying to eat to feel better. And I'll be honest, and I'll tell you if it's helping my mental state of being. I will tell you the drawing has been so much fun. I didn't do it seamlessly and perfect, but I'm not perfect. I'm a human. So there's that. I missed the last 4 days. I think the last time I drew a picture was October 28th. And then I did another one yesterday on November 2nd. And so I missed about 4 days of drawing. That's really been helping. And you know what? I can tell you something. Since I was working in my journal and drawing on a regular basis, I know that I improved in this way. I just felt like I started to get more control over my pen. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was using this muscle, using this hand muscle, and I started to feel like I had more control over my lines. And so I don't want to give up drawing. I really don't. I keep wanting to make it like part of who I am, you know, the drawing. But I don't want to make this channel about drawing. But I still want to share my shorts. For those of you who like shorts, because not everybody likes shorts, I know that. But for those of you who do, I'm still going to do my drawings there. And maybe here or there, I'll share one here on the channel. In fact, I want to share this one before I sign off because I'm so proud of the Dodgers. Let me show you this. All right, here I am. I'm trying to look like what I drew, but I drew a picture of myself yesterday in cartoon illustration form like I do. And since I've been really into the Dodgers lately, and they did win the World Series, they did it. It was really hard, but they did it. And so in honor of them, I drew a picture of myself in my LA Dodger gear. See there? And it says, what is it? I put the sticker, miracles happen when you believe. And we had to do a lot of believing this series because those Blue Jays were hard. But we did it. And they're having a parade in LA today, but I'm not going to be there. Nope, not going to be there. So until next time, should I dance? Maybe it'll make me feel better. Okay, I'll dance.